American Whiskey Experience. I'm Pete.
I'm James.
And we got some whiskey.
That's what we do.
We do.
All we know, really, that's what we want to do.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, right?
It's fun. Why not?
Yeah.
You know?
So we got something different. I never had this before. I know you've cracked it open a couple weeks ago.
Sips on it. Yeah. It's been open for about 2 weeks.
Okay, so 2 weeks ago.
So
what do we got?
This is Wheel Horse Bourbon Batch 1.
Okay.
It is from Latitude Beverage Company. And the distiller is OZ Tyler Distillery. It is 101 proof. It's aged about 2 years. It basically says between 2 and 4 years on the website.
Yeah,
so
I read that.
So it's blended. Mashbill on this one is 70% corn, 21% rye, and again 9% malted barley.
Pretty standard, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a classic bourbon mix there. MSRP on this one was like $28 bucks.
Oh,
so,
even better.
So a budget pour.
Wow.
To be honest with you, I saw a comparison between this and Wild Turkey 101, and I was like, I'm like, I'll give it a try. It sounds like something I like. They're kind of very comparable in a lot of ways. Same proof, similar mash bill. So something I wanted to try.
Yeah, so I think I've seen this before.
Yeah. Seen it in the store on the shelf?
Yeah, and you see it on the shelf and you look at it and you're like, 26 bucks or 30 bucks, how good could it be?
You walk by.
And you walk by.
Absolutely.
The proof though is there for 101 sour mash, another sour mash. We've been doing a couple of those reviews lately. 55 or 50.5% alcohol in batch 1.
Batch 1.
Yeah.
So there's a batch 2, but I don't know much about that one.
Yeah, we'll find batch 2 and we'll probably drink that too.
So I mean, I always like trying to find that budget pour. I mean, if you could find that $25 to $35 bottle that's very drinkable, I don't think it's a bad thing at all.
No, I think it's great actually.
There's a lot of overlooked whiskey at that price point too.
Sure is. Yeah. Sometimes whiskey gets expensive really quickly. So if you can find a couple of bottles that you enjoy under 30, 40 bucks, I mean, that's a win.
Absolutely.
For sure. So
absolutely.
Let's grab this and see what we got going here. Obviously, we go color first, right? Usually.
Yeah, so not too dark.
I think it's pretty light.
It's coppery, rust.
Yeah, I'd say somewhere between copper and rust. That makes sense. Light amber, maybe you want to go there.
Yeah. Not too crazy lighting, but not bad.
No, I don't.
It's hard to tell a little bit lighting. Not bad.
I mean, it's not actually. It's not bad.
No.
It's hugging the glass.
No.
I think that's always a plus.
So this is one I obviously had tasted, kind of wrote some notes on the last few times I had it. So, you know.
Let's take a scanner on the nose here. Yeah. I know what I smell.
Yeah, what do you got there?
I smell those cherries for sure.
Do you?
Yeah, those candy cherries or those the cherries you put in your drinks.
Oh, maraschino cherries.
Maraschino cherries. I get that. I get that sweetness.
I get a lot of orange. I get a lot of orange zest. I get a lot of like even like nectarine, tangerine,
clementine.
Yeah, orangey. I get a lot of orangey. I get a little bit of oak.
I see that now. Yeah.
But I can see cherry. I mean, I see the oak. The oak kind of gives me like that cherry wood kind of oakiness to it.
A little sugar cookie.
Yeah.
There's some sweetness there.
But pleasant nose. I mean, you know.
This is actually pretty good for a $30 or less bottle.
Right.
Nose-wise.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how we are everywhere else, but hey, let's give it a shot. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
That's different.
Right?
Wow. What do you get?
Not to put words in your mouth, but now here I get that cherry. I get that oak. I get that spice. I get a little vanilla. Some of those very traditional classic bourbon flavors. I get a little bit creamy mouthfeel. But I definitely get that classic bourbon characteristics. You know, the vanilla, the caramel.
I'm getting tons of vanilla.
You know, but
I'm not getting that cherry now.
The cherry I get
really?
at the tip of my tongue when I first take a sip.
Are you getting a black cherry, a sweet cherry? Like, what are you getting? Like, because I'm not getting it, so I'd like to see if I could.
It's like dark cherry.
Okay.
Like fresh cherry, dark cherry. Not overly sweet, but fresh cherry. The spices are just like kind of those baking spices, that spectrum.
A lot of bacon spices.
Yeah, I mean like
that dry oak.
Yeah, I mean, which I like that oak. It's that standard bourbon kind of profile almost, if you will. But like the back of the palate, you know, kind of creamy, buttery. Coats the mouth very well.
It does.
Yeah. I mean the finish. I mean my notes on the finish, but like It's a little bit different now than I think my last taste. I mean, I still get the spice in the finish. I get a little bit of sweetness in the finish, but I also get some leather in the finish as well.
I'm still getting that vanilla on the palate and the finish, almost like a vanilla pudding, vanilla
like creaminess or
the creaminess vanilla pudding or vanilla like a vanilla pie, cream pie, custard pie type.
Okay.
That
texture
feel,
Okay. I mean,
we get a little nuttiness on the
back on the nose.
Yeah, like a pecan, like a roasted, like a candied pecans. You know, like when they do the pecans and they
put cinnamon
sugar, syrup. You know, they syrup the sugar and that's what.
I still get a lot of orange.
I get a lot of that pecan, like a pecan pie, like like that.
I still get a lot of orange on the nose.
So I'm not getting that orange. I mean, I got it.
It's that sweet, like like a tangerine, nectarine.
Yeah, I see. I understand what you're saying because we get that a lot on some things.
Yeah. I mean,
some
orange zest, some nectarine.
See, I was getting the cherry up front.
Okay.
But for me, it was more that syrupy cherry.
Like the maraschino type.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, for me, it's more like that fresh cherry, dark black cherries.
I can see that. Yeah. Interesting. It's a nice nose. Very pleasant for.
But there's a lot of
for an
inexpensive bottle and 101 proof. There's kind of a lot of flavor here that I tend to enjoy.
There's more to this than I thought would be.
Surprising?
I didn't expect anything.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be a little upset.
Anywhere from 26 to 28. I think I didn't really shop around for it. I saw it and I was like, all right, that's decent. I'll try it.
The only thing I wouldn't say, it's not well balanced like some other.
A little choppy?
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, for me. Which doesn't mean it's bad by all means.
Right.
I think it's I'd pour it a couple times for sure. And maybe at night or something like that, with some friends or something. And I don't know if I'd go back to it like on a daily sipper.
Okay.
There's a few other ones that I think are just more smoother than this. But
at
the price point,
I mean, for the flavor
profile, you can't go wrong.
No, I've made this like a second pour. Like it's been, for me, it's been like, all right, I'll pour some on the top shelf. I'll have one of those, and then I'll follow it up with this. Yeah, and there's a lot of flavor here for an inexpensive price point.
Sure is. I think that's the win. First of all, is the price point, but the palate and the nose, and then the finish. I mean, I think honestly for me the palate is the best on this one.
Yeah.
The nose is very good second, and then the finish is
medium to short.
Yeah, it's short. I mean, it's only aged a couple of years, and it's
2 to 4.
But it's really good.
Yeah, I think this is a great budget pour. I don't dislike it. I'm glad I tried it for sure. I think if you're looking for a kind of a daily, I think this is not a bad daily.
Yeah, I can see people doing this for a daily.
And honestly, if you're gonna have a bunch of people over and you're gonna make an old fashioned or a Manhattan,
no, I was just gonna say
great for a drink too.
So I was thinking that too because there's a lot of flavor in this already.
Yeah.
This would really be good in old fashioned.
Yeah.
You throw some orange bitters in there or some cherry smoked bitters in there. Yeah. You're gonna pick up so much more flavor that's already there that we're missing.
I think it's perfect.
I think that's perfect for. Making a mixed drink with that old fashioned, smoking them or something like that, smoking the glass and putting it in there.
Or sipping on it neat. Well,
I think it's, listen, I'm a buyer. I'd buy that in a heartbeat. So next time I go into a store and I see it, I'm not just going to walk by and be like, oh, it's $30. I'm
not buying that.
That's
beneath me.
Yeah, it's beneath me. I go for the $50 bottle, $1,600.
Right. No.
Actually, there's so many good bottles like you mentioned before that are under $40. This is definitely one of them for sure. This one's under 30, I believe, right? You said?
So this is 26, 28. So they also make a rye that I have not seen out that I would like to try as well.
Yeah. And we're gonna find out what batch 2 is. I don't know if it's something. I don't know if it's this just in a new batch where it's different barrels or what. We'll figure it out. We'll go online and look. Cool. I just heard about it, so thanks for bringing it over, man.
No problem. Awesome. No problem. Definitely.
I think it's a win. Yeah, I think the palate is the best
good
on
flavor.
it.
Good flavor.
Followed by the nose and then the finish.
And the finish is solid. It's just short.
Yeah. I agree.
But I'm not disappointed at all.
No, not at all. I'm glad we opened this up and had a pour.
Cool. Check us out. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. appreciate your support. Love
Yeah.
to hear some feedback.
Same.
Like, subscribe, comment. Cheers, everybody.